for moisture. Cold front already now passing through the area, so that cold air spilling in behind it. And of course, the winds very strong. These are the sustained winds in the 20s, even some 30s, but it's the wind gusts. 62 miles reported in Ord a couple hours ago. We're currently seeing wind gusts in the excess of 30s to 40 miles per hour. Very, very strong, but the temperatures, that's the other big story. Bringing in meteorologist Kit Cloninger. Kit, how's those temperatures and what are the changes and how does this stack up to years past with being so warm so late in the season?
Well, Tim, we've had temperatures soar into the 90s already today, which put many of us near record highs around the Tri-Cities. Since then, since yesterday, we had highs in the 50s. We were around 30 degrees or more warmer than where we are today. But we've already had that cold front pass through. As we look at some of these temperatures around the area, we're at 70 right now in Grand Island, so already dropped 20 degrees. That's a significant difference from just an hour ago when we were looking at this at the 5 o'clock. Looking at the 24-hour temperature changes, though, that sort of brings us closer to where we were yesterday. We're still just a little bit warmer. Off towards Lincoln, though, there's still 15 degrees warmer than yesterday. But I want to call your attention off towards the north and west. That's where we have those temperatures 20 degrees, 30 degrees almost below where we were yesterday. So as we head from summer into fall, we tend to have very changeable weather around the area. The latest time we've had 90 degrees in Grand Island was October 20th, but the coldest high we've ever had was 23 degrees. The hottest high was 97. So we tend to have pretty big swings in the temperatures around this time of year. And I actually went to the National Weather Service to get some perspective on this week's weather.
In fact, I would call it unusual if we didn't. If we went just average temperature all the way through, that I would consider that very unusual. So the fact that we have these temperature swings is what we would expect. Maybe not quite this much, though.
So it's sort of that battle of the seasons going on right now. So after we switched into a hot and dry day for today, Tim Jones is actually tracking another cool down as well as some significant rainfall coming up over the next week. Tim, what can you tell us?
Well, as we're already tracking the significant temperature changes going on in the state, tomorrow morning will be dramatically different than what we experienced this morning. And pretty much just around the 40s to 50s, I should say 50s to 60s starting off this morning. But look where we're going to be on our Thursday morning. Up to the north, just a hair above freezing. That won't be a whole lot different off to the west. We will track a couple low 40s in Beaver City and McCook. We'll still keep some winds, but the good news is we get out of the morning into the afternoon, we'll see the winds dying down. But 30s and 40s here at home. And again, that's a huge temperature change of 20 degrees as opposed to this morning, and 40s back off to the east. Now, as we get through our day tomorrow, we'll go from 40s only to the mid 60s and top off, if we're lucky, in the upper 40s. We may just miss that or fall short by a couple degrees, but we will bring in those shower chances by the morning into the afternoon.